Hey, it's Brent with another question from a reader. Actually, a couple of questions. Okay, it says, Brent, in the past, I've heard you say the phrase, hook up. I thought you meant it lightly and that women will approach you, just have a conversation, hang out, and maybe eventually lead to a hookup. Okay? But one video I watched last night made me rethink that it's not what you mean. It seems like you mean that women will approach you just to hook up. Yes, they will, if they know you're the right guy and there's nothing standing in their way like the wrong guy. Right? And you're not a needy, creepy, wanting pursuer. You have a chance at that. Okay? That could be your life. All comes from your head, though. Okay, so they'll approach you just to hook up, either immediately or set up a day and time to hook up when the two of you can meet. Now, I just cannot even imagine how that is even possible. That is where your problem begins. You can't imagine, right? It's nothing bad. I'm just saying that. So start imagining that that's possible. Change that story right there. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do here. Change that story. Imagine that it's possible. What if it were possible? Imagine that it's possible, okay? So you need to change that story right now. So I can't imagine it's possible. Like, what do you guys talk about or do between the time and hooking up? What if a woman approaches me, but I lack the conversation or bantering skills to deal with her, and that will make her want to hook up with me? Okay, so I get this question all the time. Now, first of all, you need to, when I say imagine this, that's part of knowing what to do when she walks over to you, okay? So you'd be surprised how very little is said, okay? You would be really surprised that this is more of a vibe. It's more how you handle it, right? Which is what I'm getting to, what you're asking. So when you are imagining being a guy who this happens to, you always say the right thing. And you expect it to happen, and you tell yourself it happens all the time. So when a girl comes up and she overtly propositions you, that you're all relaxed. You're not trying to think, oh my gosh, what do I say? How do I banter? How do I not screw this up? Right? That's not going on anymore. You're just like, really? Okay, what'd you have in mind? Where do you want to do this, right? All right, let's get out of here. Right? That's what you would do. There's no big, long banter, the whole thing. I mean, you could be, right? You could say, oh, did you just ask me to, are you trying to get me to, right? But that'll just automatically come out of your mouth, okay? So it's not so much of the what to say, it's what to expect and how to handle her interest, and that comes from you believing that you can, okay? Because let me just tell you this, even if I give you like 15 things to say when she comes up and says one thing and you say another, if you don't have the right vibe, you're still going to screw it up. You're going to oversell yourself. You're going to want it too badly. She's going to sense a needy vibe, which is going to probably cause her not to do this in the first place. But she's going to feel that from you, and she's like halfway to wherever you guys are going to go to hook up, she's going to bail. And you're not going to know why. Oh, is it something I did? Yes, it's something you are. It's who you were. You were acting like the right guy, but you're not really the right guy. You're pretending. That's why I tell you, do the inner work, okay? All right, so let me get back to this. Now, you'll probably tell me to change my story. Yes, I will. And I will constantly tell you that because that's where it begins. And then there's the outer work, okay? But even if I believe 100% that I have all the necessary skills, isn't there the reality that maybe I don't? Well, yes, if that's your belief, okay? So your reality is what you make it. You create your reality, okay? So here's another occasion of you believing that everyone else creates your reality, or that your reality is somehow set in stone. You create your reality, which means you created the reality that you're living right now, which is this story. You've created this. You created this identity for yourself. That's who caused this, you. So that's exciting because you can create a new identity. You can create a new story, and you can create a new reality, okay? So that's the real truth behind this. The truth is whatever you believe the truth is about this, okay? Because remember, whoever's reality is strongest, right? Whoever cares the least, all this kind of stuff is true. Basically, for someone inexperienced with women like me, I cannot even begin to imagine. See, here you go with I can't even begin to imagine or visualize how things can happen. Yes, I know. And that's one of the issues. So start imagining how it can happen, right? And if you need some images, watch some movies or television with guys who are good at doing that. Watch how it happens, okay? Watch how a woman is interested in a guy and hooks up with him, okay? It would be great if you could spend more time in your videos and how things happen. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully I'm clear on that. I think you just need to think about what I said and get into that a little bit and practice that before I expand on it. Second question, it's regarding Asian women. Okay, Brent, I have lived many years in both the West and East Asia. I already know where this question is going, okay? It's a limiting belief, I'll just tell you that, okay? Haven't read the rest of it. My current belief, here it is that Asian women have even a stronger social programming regarding approaching men. Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's your current belief, and that's why it's happening to you. Now, is that true if you stood back in a bar and watched that happen? Yes, absolutely, because all the men agree with that. Right? See, the only place something is real and a belief is real is in the conversations that you have with other people about it, and in their agreement with you that it's real, that that's the way things are. Well, here, this is what happens, and everyone in the bar is like, yeah, this is how it is here, yes, and that just keeps, right? It's like when I went to Britain for the first time. Oh, Brent, British people aren't friendly, they don't talk to each other, guys don't go around and talk to girls, and we just don't do that. Oh, then why did I do it? Okay? Right? And everyone was excited, and everyone was like, why isn't everyone like that here? Okay? It's because there's a collective agreement of what's real. Okay? I hope they're having some aha moments here. This is very powerful. Okay. The majority of them seem even more shy and passive than the Western women. Right, see, this is all feeding into this belief you have. Okay? Again, you will probably tell me it's a limiting belief and ask me to change my story. Look, you're answering your own questions. You're your own coach. Why do you even need me? Why are you even writing me? Just kidding around. Okay. But, here it comes. But, Brent, you don't understand. Right, I know that's how this is going to go. Brent, but isn't there the truth in it that some women in certain countries have a stronger social programming regarding approaching men than others? Yes. And that programming can be changed in a moment. Let's call it a state, okay? They're in a state of mind. That state let me rephrase that. You, being the right guy, can cause a state change in someone's state or current programming. So yes, you believe that. For most people, that is true what you said, okay? That has nothing to do with you, okay? It is irrelevant to the right guy. See, that's the other powerful thing here. It's irrelevant to the right guy. See, social programming and customs and what people do, what most people do is irrelevant. It does not even occur to the right guy. It does not occur. He doesn't live in that world. And it's not even connected to the right guy. Okay? Remember, I went to Britain. Everyone told me the story. I saw them doing it the old way. I walk in, cause a state change immediately. Everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody's cool. My friends and clients are like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this. How did you do that? Right? I accept my own reality. I create my own reality. I don't accept others' reality. I have mine. Okay? Very powerful. Okay? Okay. Will me changing my belief be able to break the reality or truth of such social programming? Yes, it just said that.